Hello everyone, my name is Rage and welcome one and all to I Think Afterbirth Plus. And why does it just sound like I'm kind of oming, you know, like like I'm encasing myself in deep spiritualness while welcoming you to this surely to be awesome mod of the week. And this is great. Like, well, what's not great is this new character's hairstyle. I don't know what he was thinking, I really don't. It looks kind of like if Wolverine was a kid's next door, but we're not gonna worry too much about that, because you may notice I've got a new spacebar item, and I've got this, which I'm actually controlling with my mouse, which is just crazy for Isaac. So what this character is, well, it's kind of a solution to something that I've always wanted in Isaac, and to be fair, it's something that I always want in everything, and that is tower defense. Yes, this character can build turrets in order to fight for him, which I think we can all agree is pretty damn awesome. I was about to do the seed, but then I realized, hang on, let's remember that we're doing a mod here and the seed is kind of irrelevant. But yeah, how neat is this? So what we're gonna do, we'll go into this room, look, and I will place a turret on, let's go with this rock here. And then I can change it to a sideways firing or a cross tier. And then I'll put another one here. Look, there we go. Isn't that great? And I can start with 2 turrets thusly. And then I've got this nice little defensive area. And that's all I can do for now. And yes, items do synergize and stuff. For example, if I got quad shot, I could place 2 more turrets, etc., etc. That's all I really know. Everything else is still very much a mystery. But how awesome, then, is freaking this? You'll notice at the top left, I've got a little bit of an extra bar. That is my mana bar to prevent you from just, you know, spamming turrets all over the place. You've got to actually manage how much resource you have to construct them. And, it's glorious, isn't it? It is just glorious, because really, more things do really need defending with turrets. And don't worry, I'll have a little pop in the Synergy Lab at the end just to see how a few things interact with this. But for the most part, I think it's easy to imagine that the turrets are just effectively stationary characters firing cross tiers. That's the best way I can come to understand this. But I basically just have to dodge and weave and let my turrets do their work. But yeah, as I said, don't more things need defending with towers? Like, just straight up, I think it's something that we need to invest in all of our homes. Like, imagine if actual wars in real life, as opposed to that weird fake life you're telling me so much about, were fought like a tower defense was. You just had hundreds of thousands of soldiers moving steadily through like a trench, while turrets that have been constructed on the lips are just bombarding them. And if any get through, well, you know, you get just destroyed. You know, you can't let any leak into your country. I think that is something we definitely need. Hell, we could even localize the process and have ourselves some house-based towers. Like, imagine if each tower had a kind of almost medieval turret-esque feature going to it that did mean that whenever someone invaded you, you could go up there and, you know, you can invest in like a flame version, you can invest in like an ice version, or poison, or nature, you know, like some of the more classic tower defenses. Element TD is my life, Gem TD, or again, is also my life. So right now, this is a little bit difficult, because I kind of just have to chill around my turret base, which isn't the easiest thing in the world when I have bosses like this, but I guess I could have had a lot worse ones. And yes, I can deconstruct these turrets and build them on the other rocks over there. I can also put ones on the wall, but I think for the room layout that we've got going on here, this is probably as good as we're going to get, so I am willing to just accept it. I mean, actually, because we've got a chase enemy, I can just lead him through my turrets, and then we actually get quite an effective amount of damage here, which is very, very good. Please, can you die, Ragman? All I want you to do is die. Which admittedly is something that you... Ow! 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 Which admittedly is something that you don't want to generally tell people, but, you know, there it is. So, if you had a turret, I tried to combine turret and tower and end up with a turret. So, if you've got a turret on top of your house, and you had to affix to it some sort of defensive measure, what would you choose? Let's say it's got to be real, so you could put a flamethrower over there, but obviously you got to think about range. You could have like a crossbow, that would also be pretty cool, I imagine. And you know, you gotta think about that when attacked. Oh, if it was a zombie apocalypse and we all already had weapon towers, I mean, that's what we need, right? Ow! Stop, please. This is actually really difficult. Like, this was promised to be a really difficult character, and so far, yeah, I am feeling that. I am really, really severely fearing. I can't speak today, apparently. I can't. I'm so scared that I can't form words. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Yes, keep charging at me. Come over here. No, I need him to end on the tower, and then everything is okay. Oh, my God. All right, I've built an extra one on the wall that I am now going to use, and then we got it all going on. But see, if I put it there, it just instantly goes into the things. But you see, I've got the nice little turret on the wall. There we go. It stays in line with that. We can start damaging it. Everything is pretty good. Ow! See, I'm focusing on my turrets, and then I get slapped, and it's just... it's so very difficult. It really is genuinely difficult. Oh, ow! God damn it! This is hard! Oh! I return. This time I'm playing the version of the character with red hearts instead of blue, because it really is quite difficult, actually. Like, really infuriatingly difficult. So this time I believe, I definitely believe. I've got wall turrets, I've got a pot turret which summons spiders repeatedly, which is very, very nice, because depending on where you build the turrets, they turn into different things. So I've got that going for me, which is great. I got my wallies doing good. I call them wallies. We're on good first name terms. I think that's definitely allowed there. Lost, careful. Somebody really needs to tune her turning. Like, seriously. Like, imagine if you actually had to have a turning arc in real life. If you got in the wrong direction and you had to turn around on the street, instead of just, you know, spinning on the spot, you had to do this sort of really long sweeping arc to get where you wanted to get to. So in like a busy city, in like a center, you just see hundreds of people slowly turning in an arc around each other as they went about their day going to where they were trying to arrive at. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Do I wanna spooky spirits of the night? Yes, I do. Okay, this is looking good. So yeah, towers, right? Fantastic. Ooh, also, this is quite fantastic. See, I knew spooky spirit of the night would come in handy. Everybody knows that it's handy to be able to turn into a ghost. I think I will re-roll this and also hopefully collect 5 moolah. I do collect 5 moolah. Excellent. Let's get our item room and... well, we've got Boogateers. I actually kind of do like Boogateers a lot. Is it Booga? I feel like it's Booga. I'm not actually 100% on that one. 2 of diamonds. I don't know why I said it like a cult there. Ooh. I feel like I do this, and then... oh, hang on. That doesn't... well, no, it does help a little bit, right? Because it let me get to the next item. But then again, is this really going to be... that helpful? Because I could 2 of diamonds now, because obviously I need to have a turret underground, because basically what this one lets me do is when I press spacebar, I can then click on the ground and spawn a turret, instead of having to rely on stuff like poop in the room or wall turrets. But in greed mode, we'll generally have stuff in the arena, won't we? So I kind of want to know what a poop turret is like. Let's build a poop turret. How do you work, poop turret? Fire! Fire, damn you! Fire! I guess it must be sensitive to enemies being next to it. So I don't know, if I keep this and get rid of the ability to pop up turrets in the center of a room, perchance I can do some very, very cool stuff, because obviously... oh, fire turret! Look at that! Oh, that's so awesome! Does it burn me? Or... ow! Ow! Ow. Okay, let's get some of my other turrets going, just because I don't trust. But yeah, look at that fire turret. That is amazing. Burn. Yeah, let's go for infinite money. I feel like infinite money is the way to go. I really do. In any given greedier mode, when you are offered the ability to have infinite dosh, you take that and you run with it. Okay, so I'm going to buy this. Again, we're going to have infinite money, so I'm not terribly super concerned about making sure I maximize every press. Ooh, rotten baby. Is that even going to work? Like, if that starts firing? No, it's just literally going to sit there. Oh, I actually have to switch to the normal shoot controls to get a fly out. That's just not worth it. That's really not. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, random black heart. That'll definitely do. Okay, so we just basically need to get through this, and we should be good. Oh, there is a mushroom turret. There is a mushroom turret. Yes, it just fires a little squirts of gas out. That's fantastic, and I can't believe I just said that. But yeah, there we go. So we've got our 4 turrets set up. Here we have it. Let us hope for the best. Let us please hope for and receive the best. Alright, the gas doesn't seem to hurt me, so I got that going for me, which is good. As long as anything ends up near there, we should be fine. The area on it does seem very, very good. Let's start doubling. But yeah, more things really do need tower-based defenses in real life. I really love tower defenses, just like a concept. Hell, you could actually have a proper full-on Isaac tower defense, because obviously, you know, we're using turrets and stuff here, but I bet you could totally make a mod where you actually do have enemies walking through trenches and all the different types, and you do build little turrets like this with all the various synergies firing down on them every now and then. Like, that would totally work, and that would just be awesome. Absolutely awesome as all of this money is. We might not even need the synergy lab with the amount of stuff that we're going to end up with here. But yeah, so it looks like we do just straight up get our synergies coming out of the turrets instead, if we don't use the unique ones and just go for the actual tier firing ones. So that's definitely fantastic. So if we end up getting some actual powerful tiers coming out of here, that would be great. My worry is, of course, for the greedier fight, because there's not really much in his room that can be turreted outside of, you know, the walls. So we'll have to see. We will have to see. Careful. Come on. I could do with some more tiers and shot speed, definitely, but for now it does look like we have successfully cleared this place. Yes, we have, and I do really like booga tiers as a thing. Boogie tiers, I just don't know. I just keep thinking of a monster going a booga booga whenever I think of that, and it's just not really what I'm after here. Alright, let's actually get some rolling. Can I turn a fire? Yeah, I can turn an enemy fire into it as well. Squeezy is good, obviously. We want Squeezy, because then we'll get more shots more often out of our wall turret, which is wonderful. I absolutely love the fire turret, and oh my god, look at us right now. We look like some sort of weird alien mutant freak. Oh, those weird alien mutant freaks. God, look at us. It's just so terrifying. But I also kind of like it. Like those eyeballs. Yes. Thing is, it's not that bad if you want to lick some eyeballs. They do need moisture at the end of the day. Well, I mean, I guess also that's fucking weird. Why did I say that? Just forget it. I was thinking that, you know, if something does need plenty of moisture, then just, I'm not even gonna continue. It's not worth it, alright? It's just not worth it. I'm in a very interesting mood recently. I am, and I mean, I can't fully explain it, but you just all need to know, you need to accept that it's all okay, alright? There's nothing abnormal going on here. There really isn't. Everything Everything is just fantastic. Hell, you could even apply tower defense to the farming industry. Instead of just straight taking a cow to the slaughter, you could have all your cows run through tower defense lanes and have the farming equipment that converts them into beef be the towers, and it keeps like each one, and then the ones that actually make it to the end, they can be the victory cows, and they get to live because they actually managed to get past all, and then they leaked and went and, you know, attacked the farmer. I think that would be really cool. There's everything you could apply it to. There really is. Hell, you could have it in schools. You have all the children running through little marked out lanes and have all the teachers throwing education at them. And you may be thinking, how do you throw education? Well, that's where I've got you there. Do I need Incubus? Is that going to actually do anything? No, because I actually have to fire. But I guess this means I do have the ability to become Lilith, should I not want to invest in my turret capabilities. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Let us re-roll a little bit more. See if we can get anything else. I'd say this is worth it just for the keys. I'd say this is worth it just for the bombs. So, all in all, that worked out for us. Talking of bombs, let's do it. Nothing really too crazy there. Let's do it. That's fine. Throwing education. I mean, to be fair, we could go to the far future where instead of learning, you just download information matrix style as to what you want to know. And, you know, you could have them shoot like data bytes into their robot child brains, and then they would get learning. And then if any of them got to the end without enough learning, then that's how you know if you'd failed. And oh my god, we could have skull towers. Look at them. Oh, that is good. This is such a well-done mod. What an amazingly fantastic character. I guess we want Hive Mind because we can have some of those types of towers, I believe, so that makes sense. And, oh, a couple extra keys. Fantastic. All right, then, let's get that. Oh, that is a very useful tower type. Look at that. Oh, we can have some extra ones. We can have some extra ones. We're up to 6 now. Look at that. Do I want those to go sideways? No, I think... Well, actually, no, yeah, I do think diagonaling them is the best. All right, come at me, waves. Let's see what you got. This is supremely fun. This is such a nice way of doing it. Because now that my towers are doing their stuff, I can actually use my Incubus and also attack. But I feel like maybe that's not in the full spirit of this mod if I had to say something about it, so I'm going to leave that for now. I just mainly wanted to see how it would interact, but that's great. But yeah, imagine that, right? In the far-flung future, when we have robot brains, and, you know, this sounds like really like short-sighted, when we have robot brains in the future, right? Because that's going to happen. But no, there is genuinely a very good chance that we do work out a way to synthetically engineer parts of our minds once we understand it more, because it is one of the most complex things that we know about in the universe. But if we can really dig deep and actually engineer something like your memories, your knowledge on a biological level, coupled with the power of immensely advanced electronics, we might get to a point where you really can insert knowledge into a brain. And imagine the implications of that on society. You would have an education system whereby children only need to spend, what, the minutes it takes to download the full knowledge packet to be adult. Which means that the, 10 or so, 12 years that you spend in education as a kid, longer than that, isn't it, would completely be just gotten rid of. And then you bring up the questions like, well, should we still have a school system? Is that experience necessary for child growth, being with your peers, experiencing that environment, learning to work? But then, if we're at the point where society is inserting artificial knowledge into people, is there even going to be a need for real work? Because surely we've advanced such advanced robotics that basically humans just live in a society of bliss. But then the further implication comes out is, at what point do we actually insert the learning into children? Because if we wait till, let's say, 16, which seems like a reasonable age, maybe 18, maybe wait for them to be officially adults, then you have children who are growing up to 18 without education, because, you know, it's pointless giving it them because they'll just be boop downloaded, who are never learning these things. So until they're 18, they're effectively just a moron relative to their age, and then of course they catch up. Or maybe maybe you just have it slowly implanted and downloaded as they grow older, and you just have a really chill first 18 years of your life. But as I said, this would be utopian society level, so you'd have just a really chill, just generally all of your life. So, all in all, what I'm saying is if we can virtually download information into our brains, life's gonna be amazing. Absolutely amazing. But you know what's not amazing? I don't know why I thought about this, but an entire world taken over with a new regime is something that is relevant to me recently. And again, you might be like, how is the entire world taken over relevant to you recently? Well, ooh, what is this? Varicose veins. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Yay, we definitely needed more money. Wonderful and truly excellent. Yes, totally yes. Tears up. Let's get even more tears up. And let's get ourselves another double of the money. And then start well, actually, no. Since we've got so much money, I might as well just buy every little thing that I want to. Honestly, you know, every little thing is gonna be so much money. Every little thing. Oh yeah, so the world being taken over then. I got woken up last night by Danny. She was like looking like she'd just seen a ghost. Like, you know, kind of like a sudden arm grip on me, like, and I was like, Jesus, what is happening? What is wrong? You know, I think something, you know, very serious has gone down here. Do I want it? Well, actually, I might as well do this at the very least, and then we can just keep this going for longer and get more of the stuff. We also definitely want this going on. Let's double up once more. I wonder if we get wiggle wiggle if our turrets are going to wiggle wiggle. I'm assuming they're going to. But either way, she grabs my arm, you know. She's like visibly like shocked that something has happened. I'm like, holy hell, what is going on? And she's like, they're everywhere. They're taking over. They're everywhere. And of course, now I'm like, okay, just pull the covers up a little bit more, look around the room some, just make sure that I'm not about to be attacked by something. I think that's very important here in this situation. BFF, yay! Alright, let's just leave it for now then. I guess, although I have so much money, I'll get the raw liver, it doesn't really matter. We'll get the shot speed up. God, I just so much moolah. That's okay, though. We'll go in here, and I'm like, good God, what is happening? Can she see some weird alien creatures that I have no idea even exist? What is happening right here? Oh, snap. Look at that. They're doing really well. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. And then we want our wall turrets, definitely. Let's get them going. Looking pretty fantastic. I mean, obviously, I'm definitely more inclined to defend this part. But look, even the turrets are red to represent the floor that we're on. Isn't that just glorious? And obviously, you can play this character in a normal run. But, you know, when I'm showing off the mods to you guys, this is definitely a better one for Greedier. Like, 100%, no doubt in my mind about it. But yeah, I'm like, what? What's taking over? What's happening? And she was like, I went to go see Nyx. And for reference, Nyx is my blue-tongued skink. You know, a lovely little lizard. He's fantastic. He's grumpy as fuck, but, you know, he's fantastic. I love him. And I was like, okay. And she was like, he wasn't there. He wasn't in his Bavarian. And I'm like, okay. Alright, I'm with you so far. I'm still not seeing why we need to be waking up in the middle of the night to talk about this, but that's fine. It's okay. Alright, I'm used to this, annoyingly. Like, well, where was he? Like, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. But what was there was these 3 little baby Nyxes, like tiny versions of him, little baby blue-tongued skinks. They weren't exactly him, but they looked like him. And I was like, okay. And she was like, they were bright yellow, bright blue, and bright green. And I was like, what the what? And then I noticed that there was like more of them, and then there was like 20, and then 30, and there was just loads of multi-rainbow colored little Nyxes running around in the vivarium. And I was like, oh my God, where's Nyx? What happened to him? Did he split into them? And I'm like, at this point, I'm looking at her going, trying to maintain serious, because obviously this has genuinely been a nightmare to her. She's, you know, seen that her baby lizard is gone. I mean, imagine if you thought that your pet had suddenly been disappeared and replaced by tiny, colourful versions of it. You'd be pretty fucking freaked out when you care for them. But obviously, I'm like, oh no, do continue. I'm sorry, alright? Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. And, He's like, and then I turn around and there's like hundreds of them in the room with me, everywhere. These tiny multicolored lizards. I'm like, okay, I see where this is going. And I'm like, so what happened next? And I was like, well, I went to go find a container to put them in so we could give them to the pet shop. And I'm like, I like your practicality here. I like in this horrific situation where our pet has turned into loads of little ones. You're thinking, we can't afford to look after this many. All right, we need to take them to the pet shop. All right, then great. This is fantastic. And then she went to get the container, she opened it, and it was, again, full of tiny, colourful baby lizards. And I'm like, okay, I see. Alright, there's this many thousands now. And she's like, yeah, and then I turned around, they're everywhere. Every surface, every floor, everything's covered by them. And as it turned out, it was happening all over the world. And I'm like, oh, this is why I love you. That is something else. That is, oh my god, that is one of the best nightmares I've ever heard in my life. And just amazing. Imagine your pet disappearing and then billions and trillions of mini multi-rainbow colored versions spread out across the globe like a plague. And you have that as a nightmare. Oh my god. So yeah, our turreting is working really well so far. I am very much liking it. Let's get some fire turrets going, because I can, you know, definitely. Because I can here, and then we'll have some going in the middle. That should be nice. See, I feel like the fire turrets are really damaging, but obviously the issue is they are very limited range. And now we've got ourselves lump of coal, which is pretty good. Let's move on to the next floor. So yeah, very cool character, right? Just loads of turrets and stuff. And I realize in the mode that I'm in now, he does have infinite mana, which obviously means that it's a little bit easier because you don't have to manage it that much and stuff. But yeah, I was getting infuriatingly annoyed at how actually genuinely difficult this character is, because it really seriously is. So it looks like we'll just have to obliterate through this floor and move on with our lives and see what is going on. Why when I take damage am I... Oh, is that what the, like the blood, the vein item is doing? That kind of makes sense. Let's get these going on. We've got them looking good, and then I guess we'll have one on either side. I can't put any on the wall, so yeah, generally speaking, I think we're in a pretty good position. I mean, we're not actually doing crazy damage or anything like that. We just have a lot of tiers being fired all over the place, and that's very much being very effective for us. We still could definitely do with acquiring more things, but there's not really more things to acquire on this floor. I mean, I could have just randomly bought stuff with all the money and hoped that we got to something worth having, I suppose. Maybe I should have done that. I'm not really inherently sure one way or the other. Isn't that right, Brim Ghost? Where are you? You get your little ghosty hiney all over here. It'd be kind of hard to discipline a ghost because they are, you know, ethereal. Like, if you had a ghost baby, you couldn't really, like, do anything to it, and it would probably know that. And then you couldn't discipline it because, you know, your hand would pass through it. Not that I'm saying you should discipline your baby by slapping it, but I'm just saying I've never seen any misbehaved babies that get slapped regularly. I'm joking before we quote this to Rage Gaming, like I know you guys like to do. The amount of quotes I have on the internet is definitely worrying. Definitely worrying. I really am liking Boogatiers. I kind of want to do a synergy lab about them. I've never really realized just how ridiculously good they are. I mean, they just permanently stick to the enemy and just do loads of continued damage that just keeps ramping up and up and up. I mean, really, what more do you even want at that point? Yes, come at me. Is there multiple? I can't tell if there's multiple or not. I feel like there might be multiple. And I feel like I'm also definitely still not guaranteed to actually complete this. Like, I'm taking damage. I'm not killing things crazy quickly. There is definitely potential for failure. Then again, there is always potential for failure when I am involved. So I don't think I should be too surprised at that. We'll get some more range up. I just don't care about most of these things. I really don't. Let's go back to this and double our money once again, get the battery and leave. Then again, this final row always tends to be good items generally, so I don't know. We did get piercing tears. That's not bad. Ah, okay, all right. Now we are talking. Let's keep that going on. Double once more. Get this going. Yep, there we go. A little yes. I'll take that. Hell, let's reflection. Hell, let's contagion. Hell, let's parasite. Oh, and a bit of magic mushroom. Don't mind if I do. All right, suddenly, very, very suddenly, we seem to be in a position where we're getting a surprisingly good amount of good items. Just generally fantastic items here. Going really nicely well. And I think that that is something that we can all agree is amazing. And I nearly got a little bit too excited and ended up with not enough money to keep my doubling going. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh no, I kind of nearly I think I screwed up on this one. I need some money from somewhere. No, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Incubus, can you annihilate those? Oh no. I mean, we've got a kind of swarm going on, but our shot speed is so low. Maybe the reflection might have been a bad idea here. I feel like it might have been a poor idea. I'm gonna have to abandon nail tears then, I guess, because I managed my money very poorly. I really did. I mean, I'd have to use the 2 of diamonds, but at that point, it completely negates it anyway, so yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I think we definitely reached the point where this is all okay anyway. Look at this. Oh, that is glorious. All right, on to the next floor. Hopefully I won't mess up as much. I just was so excited, you know? Like, if you suddenly found yourself in a massive vault of treasure, like, you find yourself in this mysterious underground vault full of treasure, and you get told that you only have 20 seconds to loot stuff, you'd completely forget that instantly. You would just straight up pile in there and pack stuff in bags, and 20 seconds would pass and you'd get forced out. You'd be like, oh, whoops, I forgot to even put stuff in the treasure container. Let's say there was like a slot in the wall and you only got to keep what you put in there. You'd probably be too busy just picking up the first round of stuff to even put anything in. And this works really well. Because of boomerang tears, they're all just coming towards me when they get fired. So I basically just have a mobile swarm of tears coming from my turrets, which is just absolutely excellent. Oh, it really is. And our money problems are definitely back to being solved, so that is very good. Yes, sorry, and we are going to go on a spending spree. This is so amazing. I just need to walk around, and it's just like I have this protection, knowing all these tears have got my back. Ain't that right, Demon Turret baby? Yeah, you know it. Alright, what we got in here? I guess I might as well open that. Is that guppy or is that just too free? Ah, it's just too free. That's alright, I can deal with that. What we got here? Bombs. Bombs, very good. Bombs, very good. Just felt the need to let you guys know in that way. Ow! The hell happened there? Calm down. Everything is fine. Let's just keep re-rolling. Let's just keep re-rolling. I mean, I do want to keep getting items from this side. Do we have the transformation? Yes, we do. And Jacob's ladder. But I have to re-roll till we have batteries. The electric coming through us is quite ridiculous. I don't actually care too much about that damage up, so that's fine. Ooh, we do have ourselves batteries here, so that's good. Let's double, and then we will buy, and then we will buy, and then we will get spun. Yes, we will. Generally an all-round upgrade there, and there goes our reroll. So I suppose that's fine. Let's just buy more stuff. Generally, let's just buy loads of stuff and hope that it turns out well. I think that is the general consensus of how best to operate in life. You know, you just buy loads of stuff and hope that it works out well. I think then I've got to use my actualness, and I realize at one point there was the potential for the item habit, but I make it a habit not to end up in that trap, because then I absolutely end up in an infinite loop of when do I stop buying items? When is the right time? And the answer is it's never the right time to stop buying items. You always want them. Yes, you do. Isn't that right, Jesus Juice? Isn't that right? God damn, this is absolutely ridiculous. Cube of meat, there we go. So, we are in a pretty good position, I would say, overall, I think we're in an acceptably nice way to go about killing Greedier. But yeah, how awesome is this? Just loads of different turrets, place them where you want, you dodge and weave, and that's how they get the kills on this character. Like, imagine going for a normal run like this and having to really manage your mana and stuff and make sure you don't overcommit to a room so you can keep going. I think that's really fantastic, and I think there is a lot of good potential in this room. But yeah, on the actual Greedier fight, as we're seeing, there's not a lot you can do but just place those two turrets. However, because of boomerang tiers, this is absolutely amazing. I'm just summoning swarms of death towards him. And if this is how fast his first form is dying, then his second one is going to get absolutely obliterated. It really, really is. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Goodbye, Greed. It was nice knowing you. Ooh, the buggers still stick to him, so it means he's going to just start taking loads of damage instantly the next time. Is it just me? Or do the electricity keep sparking off him? They do! That's so cool! At least I think that they do. I can't really tell. Let me go, like, over here. And then see if electricity does keep happening. Though again, I don't really know if that's from them just being on him, or if it's just from a few stray tears actually touching him. I think there's a lot of potential there. Oh, this is so good. What a great character. What an incredibly unique and awesome way of attacking, and just overall fantastic fun. But give me a moment, because there is something I think I want to try that I think we're all thinking, which is, how does it work with Brimstone and Godhead and all of those gloriousness? Well, let's find out, shall we? Here we are then, everybody. Let's head to the laboratoire and see what we can't do. So if I use the spacebar, so I can just place turrets on the ground, which of course crashes the game. Again, very unstable character, but that's fine. So let's get ourselves a turret on each wall then. So let's see what Monstro's Lung does. Completely reduces the attack speed and makes it terrible. Okay, so we can have Godhead. How about Chocolate Milk? How's that get going for us? Just makes it a little bit bigger, I assume. Yep. Alright, Proptosis, looking good. So if I get Mutant Spider, it also lets us place a couple more on the other wall, and I accidentally walked into a portal. Don't you just hate it when you're walking along one day and you accidentally step through a hell portal? It's just so terribly inconvenient. So we got that going on. So basically all the effects work, you know, it's just any tiers that you could come up with come out of there. But of course I do just want to see how the usual Brimstone lot is going to work. Let's get that as well. And then, whoa, that looked very weird. Okay, here we go. How's the Brimstone do? Come on. Ooh, I don't know why I decided to be Maximilian Pegasus, but ooh, that's very cool. It's very slow fire rate because of Monstro's Lung, but it is fantastic. You actually do get Brimstone out of it. So let's try and restart it and just get Brimstone, just so we can actually see it, because that was definitely a bastardized version of it. There we go, Brimstone, place the turret, and yeah, you just straight up get a really, really fast moving Brimstone. Actually, if we got rubber cement, oh, let's put another one there. Hang on, that didn't really work too much. Let's get reflection as well, because I can't resist. And then, boom. Yes, look at that. That's awesome. Step in the middle and then just do it in a circle. And then this should be, yes, look at that. How awesome. All right, guys, this is the turret character looking super awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Like, if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.